Jimbox31 made a request that I review something from Robo Force, which is a 1984 toy line by the Ideal Toy Corporation, which I believe was also responsible for the Rubik's Cube, was probably their biggest hit. And Robo Force isn't something I'm super familiar with. When I was growing up, I did have a Robo Force board game that I'll try to find a picture of. It was one of the Pop-O-Matic bubble games, and the whole object was just to get to the other end of the board, but there was all these kind of elaborate, semi-elaborate traps, elastic bands that would snap your figure off of the board, or other robots that would punch it off of the board, and things like that. I remember liking it a lot, but I didn't know why I had it or what Robo Force was, really. I do know that there was a Robo Force cartoon made called The Revenge of Nazgar. I think that was the title anyway. That also came out in '84. So anyway, I tracked this guy down. He's still in his package. It's Wrecker, the Demolisher. You can see here's Wrecker himself. I think this is the big bad guy of the series, and that's Max Steel, who's the leader of the good robot force. Looks like Wrecker here comes with a laser drill, a demolition tool pack with a wrecking hook, and an atomic jackhammer. Wrecker, the Demolisher robot. In his civilian life, Wrecker is a construction worker. In Robo Force, he is a destruction worker and leader Max's right-hand man. The team's demolitionist, Wrecker, can reduce a neutron fortress to rubble in the flash of an atom. His demolition tool pack contains a powerful atomic jackhammer and laser drill, and houses a heavy metal alloy wrecking hook. We've got Max Steel, the leader, Wrecker, Sentinel, the protector, Sota, the creator. I don't know if he's some kind of robot deity. Blazer, the igniter. Copter, the enforcer. Hundred, the conqueror. Enemy, the dictator. Vulgar, the destroyer. And Cruel, the detonator. So I'm going to guess that these four are bad guys just based off of their names. Oh, there was a Robo Force fan club where you got valuable bonuses like a membership card, iron-on patch, magazine, colored poster, cap, and 3D button. We'll look for the details inside. You know, I gotta say, for '84, these guys look like they were designed in like the 70s. They're real simplistic boxes with, with tubes for arms, things like that. Maybe part of that's the construction of like the vacuum thing inside, but yeah, here we go. The features: powerful crusher arms, push button, one word, push button on backpack activates moving crusher arms, and it has a gripper suction base, attaches robots to surfaces or picks up objects. Apparently there's also a free comic book inside, so we can learn more about the exciting world of Robo Force. Yeah, his whole base is really just a suction cup. Really flimsy, kind of wiggling construction. Here's the Robo Force comic that was included with it, where 100 is just shooting Max Steel in the back. We'll look at that towards the end. Important: do not stretch or twist robot's arms, or permanent damage may result to you or the robot. Got instructions for Wrecker here. On his backpack there's a pretty concealed button where you push up to do the arm action feature thing. The suction cup base, which they call the gripper base, you just press down and it becomes a giant suction cup. On the back it talks about how he has a wrecking hook in his demolition tool pack backpack, which swings down to grab objects. His jackhammer and drill fit into his hands or place in holes to store. So he's got holes here. He has this hook on his backpack which swings down. His two accessories are his laser drill, which is mostly just a drill, and the atomic jackhammer. Exciting. Is Wrecker himself. He's mostly just a chunk of plastic with a Robo Force sticker with his name on it, which is trademarked. I guess these are buttons or lights or something. Stares at you with his cold, lifeless eyes. His arms do swivel independently, and when you do press the what they call a button. It's more like a plunger here. You can give you crushing robot hugs. And I think you can probably do that over his head too, right? And this is his backpack where they keep advertising this hook for picking things up. It doesn't swivel side to side, it only goes up and down, so I'm not quite sure what the idea was there, and he does become a giant suction cup. And he can swivel on his suction base. So it looks like there's 2 ports where you can attach their weapons. Looks like one can go in the front, or you can put one in kind of the interior thumb area, I suppose. But that kind of interferes with the crushing grip, I guess. And the holes they talked about for the storage on his back is really just screw holes for the toy, but they do fit in there. So here we have the Robo Force action comic, which is in really great shape actually. Crisp and colorful printing on it. Right away we get the warriors of the Robo Force, sorry. Blazer, the Igniter, Copter, Sentinel, Wrecker, and Soda, and then the enemies are Dictator, Cruel, Vulgar, and 100. And Max Steel, he gets his own page. Max is the toughest of the tough and the leader of the Robo Force, with the motto, any mission, anytime, any place. His primary assets are his brute strength and his almost total invulnerability. His personal arsenal of attack weaponry includes a pair of laser hand weapons stored in his backpack and a back-mounted swiveling double-barreled attack gun. So how's he getting shot in the back here if he's got a special gun on the back to shoot people in just this kind of situation? And let no one and no thing doubt Max is well able and prepared to use them. This makes him sound like kind of a violent thug, but okay. Assault on the Fortress of Steel. In a remote corner of the planet Zeton stands the Fortress of Steel, home of Robo Force leader Max Steel. Its location is one of the best kept secrets in the universe. Or at least it was. After years of searching, I've found it. Now Max Steel shall feel the fury of 100 the Conqueror. Inside his fortress, Max Steel is conducting a delicate experiment. The memory enhancer will increase your ability to recall data, Blazer. Trademark. Glad to hear it, Chief. Maybe now I'll remember where I left my saxophone after that gig on Beta 5. What is going on? I'm shutting down your circuits to prevent an overload. No problem. I needed a nap anyway. So Blazer is clearly the saxophone playing sasspot of the team. I've got to monitor the power input. What's this? Beep, beep, beep. The alarm. An intruder approaches. Activate defenses. Full video surveillance. As 100 nears, automatic weapon pods swing into action. Intruder, halt. State your name and purpose. Gladly. My name is 100. My purpose, to destroy Max Steel. That's pretty ballsy. And it'll take more than a puny weapon pod to destroy me. Do you hear me, Max Steel? Indeed I do, 100. And if it's a fight you're looking for, it's a fight you'll get. You forgot to leave the door open, so I'm drilling my own. He's busting right into Max's house. Even after I defeated your defensive systems, you still dare to face me. He only had one weapon pod defending his house? In case you haven't heard, 100, I'm my own defensive system. Oh man, what a hard ass. 100 is programmed with only one sense, the ability to sense fear. And Max Steel, he can sense none. And the writers were really big fans of Max Steel. Try and laugh this off, Max. Max dodges and returns fire. Not bad for an amateur. Now watch how the pros do it. These guys are also programmed with smack talk. 100 thinks to himself, I can't last much longer. Max's defenses are too strong. I can't even score a solid hit. Even though he's shooting him right in this picture. Too hot for you, 100? You know what they say, if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. So I don't know if they're in Max's kitchen in this part, but that would make that more relevant. I'll have to trick him. 100, cut that beam. Oh, it'll crush Blazer trademark if I don't catch it. Got it. Now, while his back is turned, I'll finish him. But as you and I know, dear reader, he has back-mounted laser cannons. But Max's back-mounted dual lasers fire first. Ergs! Zap. Just like 100 to try to sneak attack. But my laser blast knocked him out cold. He has just his stupid little arms flailing in the background. When he comes to, I'll have another surprise for him. Oh God, what's he gonna do to him? As 100 recovers, do you think you can defeat me with one lucky shot? What? Not one lucky shot, but maybe two. I'll destroy you, Max. I can't remember. In my head, it's buzzing. What is my mission? I reversed the polarity on the memory enhancer and gave 100 a full blast. His friends may reprogram him, but he'll never recall this battle or the location of my fortress. Where am I? Who am I? Blazer, are you just waking up? Yeah, man, and I had the weirdest dream. Lights flashing, noise. I'll try it. And to top it all off, I still can't remember where I left my saxophone. Yeah, so here we've got some of the vehicles. Energize your warrior robots with these action vehicles. The Robo Force Robo Cruiser is air-activated action attack vehicle. There's a lot to say about all these. The good guy robot action vehicle features a unique air activation system. Insert the special airbot activator into the nozzle of the vehicle, squeeze, and the vehicle starts to move. The airbot pumps up a balloon that makes the motor start and the periscope rise, indicating fuel status. Why does the periscope indicate fuel status? There's a working robot transport lift that picks up robots. It also requires batteries. The Robo Force Dread Crawler. Well, why would it be Robo Force? Are the bad guys also considered Robo Force? It's an action attack vehicle. It looks very similar to the good guy one, except it's black. The Robo Force Command Patroller. Master Robot Transport Vehicle and Base Station. Looks like there's a lot of claws and things for gripping. Set the stage for Robo Force Adventures. And that's the Fortress of Steel where this thrilling comic took place. And there's just way too much copy on each one of these. Whoa. Get tomorrow's robot today. The electronic Max Steel programmable robot. The personal robot. He walks, talks, and plays games. Fully articulated motorized grasping claw. He's the dream toy of the future. So he's got a controller on the top of his head. So he's quite large, I guess. Max knows over 145 words, music, the time, via an internal electronic alarm clock that allows him to activate at a predetermined time, which is the definition of an alarm clock, and some very exciting and unique electronic games, including Moonball and Mazebot, that you can play against him or another human being. I'm sure he would crush you every time, since we've learned in this comic what kind of robot Max Steel is. In fact, Max can do almost anything a human being can. That is a large boast. Complete with instruction and manual and built-in rechargeable battery pack. Oh wow, he's got a rechargeable battery. That's impressive. I was kind of wondering if this was a door to his battery and how many D cells he would take. And you can join the Robo Force fan club. And the back is just a continuation of the picture on the front. So there's Wrecker, who was not even included in the comic that he came packed with. Who's the demolition expert of the Robo Force from the Ideal Corporation in 1984. Pretty simplistic designs, but I'm not sure if that's due to the internal workings or that's really all they could come up with. Thanks for watching, and if there's anything in particular people would want to see, and hopefully it's not something crazy expensive like a Karate Kid action figure, I'll see what I can do.